Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today I have the Rhino. We're looking at a beer from Pile of Bones here in Regina. Pile of Bones Brewing Company. This is the Cold Brew Americano Stout. Now, I don't know how you cold brew an Americano, because an Americano would be a shot of espresso and then the rest of the glass filled with hot water. Now, I mean, some people add milk, but that's not an Americano. An Americano is usually like 1/3 water to 2/3 water. Well, yeah. Anyway, brewed with freshly roasted coffee from Regina's own Caliber Coffee Roasters, this intense American-style stout has everything you're looking for in your morning Americano. Rich aromatics of coffee, the taste of bittersweet chocolate, and citrusy American hops. That's not what I'm looking for in my Americano. I'm not looking for citrusy American hops in my Americano. I am not in any way, shape, or motherfucking form looking for citrusy American hops in my Americano. Clocking in at 6.5% alcohol and 65 IBUs, you'll wake up and smell the coffee. 65, I guess it's not really all that much more than a normal stout, but still high. This is like the second time I had Sawdust City's their butter tart beer. The first time I had the butter tart beer, it was butter tarts and nothing else. And it was like, oh, this is amazing. And then it came out again the next year. And I'm like, butter tart beer, I loved it. And I bought it. And I was like, why am I tasting butter tarts and hops? Who wants hops in their butter tart? I don't fucking want hops in my butter tarts. I don't want citrusy American hops in my Americano. Or my stout at that. I don't want citrus in my stout. There's a reason I have never made myself an orange stout or a lemon stout or a lime stout or anything like that. I've made a stout. Maybe a chocolate stout. Maybe a coffee stout. But okay, first and foremost, that is not all that dark. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but that is more like a ruby red to a mahogany brown than a black. That is a fairly lackluster stout to me look-wise. However, it is in the proper SRM range. It is still there. It's just not what I'm used to, like that deep brown to black. The head is perfect, though. I mean, that's a beautiful off-white to mocha head. Actually, more mocha than anything. It's big, it's robust, it has a nice snap, crackle, pop. So visually, it is appealing and isn't appealing for me at the same time. I guess this is actually kind of close to the color of the barn. I mean, if we get this up here, see that? It's kind of like the barn. Okay. Let's pour some more in here. Okay, we'll sniff it from the glass first. So they did cold brew this. So there is a lot more of a nose coming through of coffee than a lot of coffee beers normally would have. And my lord, it's good and bad at the same time for me. I mean, I'm getting coffee, which you should be getting off of it. You should be getting coffee off of it. But I'm getting like green coffee as well as a green coffee, a dark roast coffee, a dankness that reminds me of like Simcoe hops almost, and a very apparent tobacco smoke. Out of the can, the can, dank, both dark roasted and green coffee, and tobacco smoke, but the tobacco smoke is stronger out of the glass, where the dankness is stronger out of the can. This is the highest ABV beer I've had in a while, to be honest with you. Cheers. I will not deny that it's a good looking beer. I do like the head more than the actual rest of it. I do wish the SRMs were a little bit high. I'm not even asking for much more. Maybe 4, 5 more SRM, and I think the look visually would be perfect for me. But I'm blind, so who cares, right? Cheers. I bought this hoping for something amazing. Hoping that it was going to be like the coconut porter. What I get is not quite as amazing or good as the coconut porter. But is it bad? Oh. Does it have a lot of coffee flavor? Yes, they are correct. The coffee is here from beginning to end. .5% alcohol, but the coffee overtakes all of that. I wouldn't say that you could tell what percentage this is at all. Do I taste citrusy American hops? No, because between the coffee, the roastiness, and the tobacco smoke, I don't get much more. There is an odd sweet flavor on the sides of my tongue, right at the back of my mouth, that could be from the hops, but I don't know that for certain. Oh, excuse me. I could be gentle, and do this every time I burp, but I burp often. Carbonation affects me, okay? It does. I'm sorry. It's life. Get over it. Full-bodied, a heavier mouthfeel, yet at the same time slightly lighter in that it's creamy. It's almost as if it is a nitro beer. It's not a nitro beer. That's what this needs. If this was a nitro Americano cold brewed stout, I don't think I could complain about anything. We all know I'll find something to complain about, but logistically and realistically, I don't think I could complain about anything if this was on nitro. This is a very good beer. Is it the best stout I've had since I've been in Saskatchewan? No. Is it the best coffee stout I've had since I've been in Saskatchewan? Possibly. It's a good beer. It's a good beer. Am I glad that I don't really taste the citrusy American hops? Yes, because that's not what I want out of a beer. It's not what I want out of my Americano cold brewed stout. Fuck that shit. But this is kind of what I want. I'm not a huge fan of the nose, but the taste is what matters, and the taste is excellent. Out of 10 on this, it's a 9 out of 10, which would be Stout Strut. But I'm not standing. I'm not standing. Maybe I'll Stout Strut into the brewery one day. Cheers. Bye, guys.